I got a requested video. So today I'm going to be explaining while you're flying how to stay on target while maneuvering. So while in combat, basically, and you're maneuvering around in your ship, the ship's trying to dodge your attacks. Essentially, how do you stay on target? So that's what we're going to get into today. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to select maybe like a VHRT or an HRT, something just to, demonstrate, flight patterns and essentially predicting your opponent or enemy's movements. Avenger 1 likes to call it pre-nosing. So some people may not be familiar with the terminology. I know that I have a bad habit of using a lot of the terminology. So pre-nosing, like anything else that's preemptive, think of it that way, is that as you're approaching from one direction. Let's say your opponent is heading south and you're heading north, which means you're facing each other and you're heading in each other's direction. As they're about to pass you, what you're doing is you're going to slow down your rate of travel, and you're going to start turning in the direction that they're going, and then basically follow up behind them to try to catch up behind them, and then that's how you get your advantage. So that's basically how we're going to approach that situation. All right, so we'll meet back up once we get to a battle situation, and then I'll basically demonstrate from there. Alright guys, so we're on our way right now to do the security beacon that popped up. Very low threat, nothing to worry about. But I'm going to demonstrate what I was describing earlier. So,
oh, thank God somebody came. My ship's completely offline. Can you cover me while I fix it?
Okay. So here we're decoupled. As you see, we see our target there. Alright. And we're lining up. Okay, but we're also moving. Alright, we dodged that missile. Now we're gonna get behind him here.
Got a surprise for you.
Okay, now we're still on target. See how we're rotating behind him?
More shitheads in.
And he's not moving now, but
almost
there he is. Okay, we're gonna rotate.
There.
And we're gonna rotate the other way. And as we avoid fire, see how we start lining up and we avoid at the same time. Now we're going to go for this next target here. Alright, we're going to avoid these shots. And then see, I'm pre-nosing. There he is. And he just lined up with my shots. Alright, now we jousted. Turning around. Okay, so now he's going to come back. I'm up strafing. See, I'm going to get over him. And I'm staying lined up. But I'm putting my shots ahead of him. And that's basically how you do that. So I'll do a couple more examples. Pick up a couple more beacons and we'll meet up when we start in combat. We're gonna give the enemy a chance here. We don't necessarily want to just abuse these guys. So yeah, we're gonna dodge a couple of their shots. Do a slow turn. Go the other way. So you see like where his back is, and you want to stay. See how he's heading this way? I got the square right in front of him. He stopped. Head the other way now. Alright, we're going to pass by him. We got another enemy. So right now we're flying decoupled. We're in space. We want to have a better turn rate. Alright, now we're heading back. Now we're going to see which target, which I think is going to be this one. Nope. Alright, so we're strafing to the right. And we're coming in. Okay, he's coming in hot after me. So here we go. You see me rotating and keeping my square slightly ahead of him. I ran out of ammo. So here we go. It's a very inexperienced pilot once again. So, alright, so here we're going to go with the down under. We're going to do a slow rotation. Alright, I was supposed to pre-nose there, but I didn't. That's essentially what you would do. We're going to try it again. As I'm passing, see I'm already turning. Oops. I'll do it one more time. Come on. Oh, there we go. Pre-nose, you get behind him. That's essentially what we're doing, okay? So you dodge the shots, you rotate, you dodge the shots, and then you line up and you fire. And that's if you're going to stay in the Wraith fight. Here I'm going to go around him. So here I am around him. I'm going to do the same thing again. And then you just keep strafing the other way. And you boost. And you keep strafing the other way. You're constantly behind him. You know, you keep moving in that direction. So, okay, essentially, there's a few things that you're doing there. The first thing is, if you notice, you know, you have to be completely parallel to each other in a straight line so that you can shoot at each other in this direction, right? So, what you essentially want to do is, when you know they're going to fire those shots, don't be there. You know, it's like in the Karate Kid. Best way to block a punch is no be there, right? That's how Mr. Miyagi says it. So that's the first part, is not being, you know, able to be engaged by those shots. The second part is, as you're basically doing this motion here, because you're trying to avoid each other, right, is finding that momentum to swing under and around and to try to get the other person's back. How you stay on target is you aim slightly in front of the direction that they're traveling in, so that way eventually they kind of run into your shots. It's like when you're shooting with a firearm and you're leading your shots, right? That's exactly how that is. So I'm going to show one last example, and we'll go from there.
You heard my comm, that's amazing.
Alright guys, so here we have a moderate threat. So the enemies here are going to be slightly better, I guess, to basically use this as a demonstration. So here's the person we're protecting, okay, and I'm guessing everybody else has to be enemies. So we've got an RSI Aurora. Alright, so let's go ahead and start attacking, fellas, and go from there. Alright, so he's in a Buccaneer, so the Aurora would have to go first. So we're going to get behind the Aurora. Now, if you get desync, you can't really control that. But as you see, I'm upstrafing hard there, predicting where he's going to be. As you see there, I did the same thing as I'm pre-nosing. Alright, so now we're going to do a couple of dodges, and we're going to swing around until we can get on target. Alright, so here we go. Now I'm going to change direction and go under. I get his back. I'm going to try to keep his back. I slow down. He's trying to back up. Okay. We're going to go under again. Doing S patterns. There we go. He's lined up perfectly with us. I got another target right behind me. Do a slow corkscrew.
Now.
Alright, so here's who we're protecting. This guy's got to be a target up here.
I hired you to protect me. Now get back here and protect me.
I'm trying to figure out who your enemies are, buddy. Alright, so this RSI Aurora may potentially be an enemy as well. He's not really moving, so we're going to figure this out in a second. So, here we go. Pop a couple shots. Yep, alright. He is an enemy. So, I slowed down there a little bit, but not enough. Alright, come on, Aurora. Let's go. Alright, so here we go. Alright, let's give him a chance. Come on. No? Alright. As you see, you stay on target. You move the square. Okay, he's moving up in that direction. Then you change it to that direction until you line up. Right? And then you just increase and decrease speed. Now, you can't really do anything about the desync. That's just the game and the servers. But once you're on target, you know, you keep moving.
Now get back here and protect me.
And that's, you know, about it. As he moves up, you move the square ahead. As he moves up more, you kind of just keep doing that. Aim ahead. As he changes directions, you change as well. So here he goes. He's going this way. And as you dodge shots, there you go. And that's how you stay on target.
I thought I was a goner. Thanks.
Alright, so cycling everything back to normal. Alrighty. So for this purpose, I did this in the Gladius. You know, honestly, great all-around fighter ship. Essentially, that is how you stay on target while maneuvering. And I hope that this really helped you out. I hope that having a visual aid with an explanation does kind of help you with that. So if those of you are interested in PvP, let me know. I can do a separate video on how to essentially get in the mind of your opponent, because that's a totally different thing. And you basically have to predict what your opponent's going to do. But for the purpose of this video, PvE, everything that I've just showed you will work on enemies of all levels. So acquiring your target, staying on target, and basically destroying your target. So, alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.